Hey guys, it's Troy, DIY Home and Auto. We are back again with the 2001 Dodge Neon. This car is owned by a good friend of mine who's also a YouTuber. This is PC Goblin's car. He also is, his name is JP. But today we're going to be putting dash lights in his car, changing the color of his instrument cluster. It's been white and he's bought red lights, and we're going to be changing those out for red background on the instrument cluster. So to do that, we got to take the dash apart, get to the instrument cluster behind, replace the bulbs in it, and it's going to be awesome. He can change the color of the deck in there as well to match. So let's get to it. Alright, the very first thing we need to do to get in here is there's a screw on each side of the dash right there on the edge, and those screws have to come out. So let's get those out. And then there's two more screws in the middle vent, and I'll show you a close-up of that as well. This is the center vent on top of the dash. This is the windshield right here. There's a screw right there and a screw right there, and they're just Phillips bits, so you just need a short screwdriver to be able to reach down in there, get those screws out. The screws on the edge on either side of the dash, and then the dash will lift out. We will also have to take out the column plastic, and to do that you got to take the rubber gasket around the edge to get it out. Alright, so the tools that we need for this job are a Phillips screwdriver. This one's a little longer than you might need, but it's whatever, right? Just a typical screwdriver. And then you're also going to need a short screwdriver. One that's a little longer than this would work, but this one is doing exactly what we need. So you need the short one to get up in there where the dash is. So, oh, and it's really hot today, so I'm sweating like a dog. Get your screws out, ready to go. In other YouTube videos where they're taking this dash apart, this is a 2001 Dodge Neon, they show taking a kick plate out, or the sill. I mean, people call these things different things, but taking this out to get the weather stripping out. And you don't really need to do that. So what we need to do is up here on the pillar. In order to get the pillar out, we have to remove the weather stripping up here. And you can literally just grab a hold of that and pull out just the part that you need. So you can see that you don't have to take anything low out, just the part you need. And then you can get a hold of the pillar and pull it out. Super easy. I'm a big fan of not taking things apart that you don't have to take apart. So let's make this easy on ourselves. All right, now just the exact same thing on the driver's side. Alright, the next part is to actually remove the dash piece itself, and there's going to be some clips along there that are just wedged in place. So it's a matter of just getting that thing loose and up and ready to go. So I've kind of already popped the driver's side loose. There's going to be clips in there. You kind of have to get after it, but it'll come up. Alright, so instrument panel removal. Two screws right here at the top. Get those taken out. That makes it loose there, and then you've got to remove this trim piece. It's in front, that'll give you room to pull it out. There we go. So that piece comes clear out. Must be another screw down wall. Flashlight. Let's see where we at. Oops. Yep, there's another screw down low. So there should be a total of 4 screws. Oh, there we go, it's loose. just like that, comes out. Now let's get a close-up of the lights. Okay, so we got the instrument cluster pulled out of the Dodge Neon, and if you can see that right there, I'm trying to get it to focus. It says Illum, I-L-L-U-M, and there's a total of 4 of them. Zoom this back out a little bit. Total of 5, I mean. Thank you, JP. He's trying to keep me honest on his own car. So there's a total of 5. There's one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. All right, so what we're doing is we're replacing the the dash lights, the illumination bulbs with LEDs. Picked these up off of Amazon. I'll throw a link down below where you can find these. The trick with LEDs is they are polarity based, so positive and negative actually matters. If you put them in backwards, they won't light up at all. If that happens, pull them out, turn them 180, and stick them back on there, and then you'll be good to go. So they're super easy to swap. We've already done one. It's right there. Stick that one back in. And what you need on some of these, if your fingers are fat like mine, needle nose pliers, just gets down in there, turns counterclockwise to release, not a lot of pressure, releases the bulb. Just get a hold of that and pull it, and the new ones pop out, or the old ones pop out. And pop in a new one. Same way, just pushing in it. Try not to drop them. Oops. Blooper reel. You need a total of 5 of these. They come in a pack of 10. I feel like I'm yelling. Alright, just like that, we should have lights. So we'll test it, make sure that our polarity is correct. If any of them aren't lit up, we will turn them 180 and put them back in. Let's give it a go. Alright, so to test this, we don't need to put any of the screws back in. We can just set it in place and make sure that the connection seats all the way. We'll attach the negative battery terminal and try the lights, see what happens. And we have working LEDs inside the dash now in the console. They're shining blue. It's kind of hard to see because it's daylight out, but they're bright enough to even be seen in the daylight. So this is great. All right, time for reassembly. We're going to put the 4 screws in that hold the instrument cluster in place. That'll get us back to where we can start putting trim pieces around the rest of the dash and the dash cap itself back in. All right, so next piece is the lower, I don't know, I'd call that a bezel. It just goes around the steering column and then line up all your holes and push them into place. All right, last piece is the dash, well, not last piece, but the biggest piece is the dash cap itself. So I'm gonna set that in place and get it clipped in. So just line up your mounting points and push it into place. All right, so just a real quick recap. This is a 2001 Dodge Neon. We got the dash lights installed. The new illumination bulbs are in there. LEDs, blue, so blue backlit, makes that dash just pop. It's awesome. Even in daylight, it's super bright. At night, it's gonna enhance this vehicle. It's awesome. So be sure and get over and check out PC Goblin's YouTube channel as well. Put a link down below to that. He's a good friend of mine, and I appreciate him letting me work on his car and trusting me with that little piece of the pie. So I got this thing all put back together. Looks amazing. Be sure and give me a like. I put links down below to all of the items that you need to change the illumination on your 2001 Dodge Neon as well. Blue, red, ultra white. You can pick whatever color you want, but use those links. Amazon gives me a little bit of a kickback as a thank you for sending them business. It doesn't cost you anything extra. They just give me a little bit of money whenever somebody uses my link to make a purchase. So, if you feel so inclined, that would support me and help me keep my channel going. Again, it's Troy, DIY Home and Auto. Be sure and like and subscribe so you don't miss future projects. I got some good stuff in the works, so excited for that. Be safe out there. Safety first in all that you do. And be awesome. Do it yourself.